everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. This week's matchup featuring two teams who both came away with wins a week ago and know it should be a good battle today. It's the Browns going up against the Chargers.
Larry, thank you very much. The last time the LA Chargers played a home game was December 18th, 1960. But they've got one here as we welcome you to the StubHub Center in Carson. The scene a moment ago, unlike any other in the NFL for a lot of years. The crowd here in Carson might be half the size of a normal NFL stadium, but they are twice as loud as their Chargers get set to face off with the Cleveland Browns. Now a play fake here on first down. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. So the D-line's going to spread out. They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Rivers now from the 50. And it's complete to Antonio Gates. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good. That middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Now Gordon on first down. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. From the red zone now, Rivers. And this is complete. It's Allen. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. So the chains are on their sides. It's 1st and goal from the 6. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The play clock's running down. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Third and goal for Rivers. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now it's Duke Johnson here on the return. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
A first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from down in Arizona, and the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Kaiser now on second down. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They go play action. Kaiser nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Third and long for Kaiser. He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Brought down after a good gain. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football, and they've got it here with a first down. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a third down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Ready. 12.
On third down, Rivers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact. Able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. We remind you, coming up later tonight, we got a good NFC battle. The Eagles and Seahawks from Seattle, coverage starting at 8:30 Eastern. And tomorrow we'll put a bow on Week 13 with an AFC North matchup between the Steelers and the Bengals from Cincinnati.
A hard-hitting battle right there.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Now they'll bootleg it with Kaiser. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. A first down carry here for Johnson. And some space here. There goes Duke Johnson. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Duke Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he puts it through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Brandon Oliver now on the return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Rivers now on 2nd down. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st and 10, Rivers. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Now the first carry for Brandon Oliver. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Second down, Rivers trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. And the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A first down throw here for Rivers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Throwing again. Rivers on 2nd and 10. Allen's got it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Charger first down. Rivers hooking up with Allen.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this.
Let's go.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
That's a lot of beef thundering downfield off of the toss play, and it takes me back to when I was a kid and watching USC play. Remember the old toss that they ran? They used to call student body right or student body left because everyone was out in front of the ball carrier. In fact, one of their favorite plays, it was called rose stem right or rose stem left, depending on the formation. 28 toss. The 28 toss was their bread and butter.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Gordon. down to the 7. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. A toss play, Gordon. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So backed up to the 6 now. Third and goal. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good, because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The second quarter score, meanwhile, down in Arizona. And the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Shift together here from the D-line. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. They go to Johnson again. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it, because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On 3rd down, Kaiser trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
Now Benjamin. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They run it here with Gordon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about it, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL, 1st-round draft pick. Uncle was a 1st-round draft pick. He's got a brother coming behind him. But Joey Bosa, guy plays really, really hard and plays all aspects on defense.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. He's going to look deep down the field. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Henry. And he gets it down to the 32. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain. They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
2nd down, Kaiser. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. And ready now for 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Kizer now from the 50. Over the middle here to Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. On the toss, here's Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And this complete to Mitchell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw, Kizer. He's got a man. It's Mitchell. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Duke Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to do with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And on 2nd and 10 now. Throwing again. Rivers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Rivers. Going underneath for Gordon. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Johnson on the counter. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Following the interception here, Rivers is going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown or the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And just like that, it's third down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. And this one is right through. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking their hands were tied, but in the fourth quarter, that field goal, it really might not help them much at all.
Yeah, I mean, you still need a touchdown. Another field goal does you no good, so it'll be interesting to see what the media reaction is if the score stays where it is.
Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity.
In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays. It could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a second circle around this one? This
I put a star. I put a star. And a great spot to start this drive from here. First down, Rivers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Second down following the incompletion. To throw again, Rivers. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. Third down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. So the offense has it, 6-yard line, 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They come out here in the eye. One receiver left, that's Allen. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Again, Gordon on 2nd and goal. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Rivers, this will be caught at about the 5. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56, Detroit!
Gotta try it here, he's back to throw. And he's got it. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Second down, 9 yards to go. Again, it's Johnson. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they're throwing here. Kaiser. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Right. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Rivers. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Sammy Coates now to return it. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Back to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. Malcolm Mitchell out of the University of Georgia was the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there on 3rd down for the Browns. 56 yards. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
He's back to throw. Buying time to his left. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
One final shot for Kaiser. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Maybe some temptation here to try to go for the win, but I think you got to kick the field goal.
I agree totally. When you look at the time left on the clock, that's not a spot where you take the gamble. Go ahead and kick the field goal here and take it from there.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And his kick is indeed good. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give you...
There goes Melvin Gordon. 20, 10, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. And a little pride throughout the organization here, because they said going into the regular season, 8 wins was the benchmark. They can check that box off the list.
And let's face it, many teams are going to say, well, 8 wins, how much is that? That's a big number for this team, and that was a great goal. And to reach it, that's just going to give them confidence moving forward.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Southern California, so long, everybody.